So a slightly different type of question here than the last two that we've done. Here we've got a tomato plant infected with 400 greenfly. The plant's being sprayed every day with a pest remover, which takes care of 15% of the greenfly. So we're asked here, after how many days will the number of greenfly fall to below half of the original amount. So basically we want to be getting fewer than 200 greenfly. Now the only real way for us to tackle this is basically just to go day by day and see how many greenfly remain. So I think we can realise that if we start with 100% of greenfly and the pesticides removing 15% every day, then we're going to be left with 85% of the previous day's total number of greenfly, which if you divide 85 by 100, converting that into decimal gives us 0.85. And it's important there because we've got a reduction, so we need a decimal here that's less than 1 for us to do this calculation. And I think what's important here is that we're just very clear on what we're working out. So first of all, we're looking at how many greenfly remain after 1 day. So one treatment, 1 day, we're going to have the starting amount of 400. If we multiply that by 0.85, that'll be how many greenfly remain after that first treatment, after that first day, which is 340. Then we're looking at after the second day. Now we've already dropped to 340 greenfly, so by the end of the second day those 340 will have been further reduced by 15%, leaving us with 0.85 of what we had, which is 289. Now we're into the third day, and this time the 289 remaining greenfly are reduced by a further 15%, which takes us to 245.65. Now you can't have 0.65 of a greenfly, so you can round this here, you can round it up or down, but there is no real major significance of rounding this to 245 or 246. Ultimately it doesn't affect, it's such a small quantity, it doesn't affect the final answer here. But we're not yet down to fewer than 200 greenfly, so we need to press on here and see what happens after 4 days. And I'm just going to keep all the accuracy in this calculation, so 245.65, that needs to be reduced by 15%, so again multiply by 0.85. Now we're down to 208, so we're getting close to 200, 0.8025, and then we're hoping here this will take us below. Now take our 208, 8.25, again I'm keeping all the accuracy, reduce that by 15%, and then finally after 5 days we get down to 177.48 and some stuff there. So what that means is that the greenfly falls below half the original amount after 5 days of treatment.